Welcome back to my channel Syncru once again, and I'm here again with the topic of Fayol's principle of management. In my previous video, we have seen the 7 principles of management given by Fayol's. Now we will see the next 7 one. So let us see. First one is your here principle of centralization and decentralization. Centralization refers to concentration of authority in few hands, that is basically your top level. And decentralization means evenly distribution of power at every level of management, that is top level, middle level and the lower level of management. So according to Fayol, there should be combination of both depending on the nature and size of the organization. See, if an organization is of small, then centralization technique can work. But if the organization is larger in size, then decentralization should be adopted. And if employees are efficient and competent enough, they can be trusted by having a decentralization. But if employees are not fully developed or are less number, then there can be a centralization. So basically, according to the nature and size of the organization, the management should adopt what type of technique they want to adopt, whether the centralization or decentralization. So if what I've said, if there is a large organization, then it will be better to have a decentralization. If it is a small organization, then centralization technique can work. If the employees are efficient, they can work together, they can work efficiently, then we can go for the decentralization. But if the employees have not fully developed, they are not trained, then centralization technique can work. So basically, it depends on the nature and size of the organization and the people employed in the organization. So that is what your principle of centralization and decentralization means. Next comes principle of scalar chain. See, scalar chain means the line of authority or the chain of superiors from highest to lowest rank. Fayol insists that this chain must be followed strictly in the organization. Means every information must pass through every key of chain without any skipping. For example, if information we have to pass from A to D, then it should pass through B and C. So basically a chain should be followed. But if a certain information or important information has to be shared, then there is a thing which has been told by the Fayol, that is gangplank. See, gangplank allows you a gangplank permits direct communication between the employees working at the same level of authority without following the scalar chain in case the information is an important one. But if it is not like that, then a proper chain should be followed. If A wants to send the information to D, then he has to pass the information to B, C, and then C will give to D. So this is what your scalar chain means. But if certain important information is there, then there is a technique called gangplank or something named gangplank through which important information can be shared. It is basically a direct communication between the employees working at the same level of authority. So let us see the next. Next is principle of equity. See, equity refers to kind, fair and just treatment to employees. Managers should not be biased and treat everyone with kindness and justice. Here equity doesn't mean same salary to peon and supervisor, but same disciplinary rules, leave rules, etc., irrespective of gender, position and grade. So equity means what? To treat the employees fairly and kindly to everyone. The manager should not be biased towards the employees because the same disciplinary rules, rules, whatever the rules are there, it should be applicable to everyone. It should not like that case someone has to follow and someone doesn't has to follow. So actually here your equity means means that kind, fair and just treatment to employees, and it should be fair, not biased. That is what your principle of equity says. Next is principle of order. Principle of order does not mean command, but it refers to orderly arrangement of men and material, that is fixed place for everything and everyone in the organization. See, if everything is fixed and everyone has some place, then there will be no wastage of time in search of man and material, and it will result in smooth and systematic working of an organization. And if it is not there, then wastage of time and energy in search of man and material will take place, and people will not be able to contact people at the right time. So the many employees will not able to contact another employee at the right time. He has to find where he will be, or where he she will be. So it is basically the order of man and material. So a management should have a proper fixed place for the men and the material, so that there no time is wasted in search of men and material, and the smooth and systematic functioning of the organization can take place. So this is what your principle of order is. Next is principle of initiative. Initiative refers to making of the plan and implementing the same. Feuer suggested that every employee in the organization must be given an opportunity to take some initiative in making and executing a plan, which ultimately provides immense satisfaction to them. It is basically says that your principle of initiative basically is concerned with the making of plan and implementing the same. So basically Feuer suggested that whenever an organization is making a plan or just chalking out a plan, then they should get the suggestions from the employees also. It just boosts their morale, it motivates them, and they also feel satisfaction that the management is asking their suggestions too. So this is what your principle of initiative says. The next point is stability of tenure of personnel. It refers to no frequent termination and transfer. According to this principle, management must provide the feeling of job security to employees so that they can contribute to their maximum. Feeling of insecurity of job results in employee turnover, which is bad for an organization. So this principle basically says that management should provide a feeling of job securities among employees so that they can contribute to their maximum. The employees cannot contribute to their maximum if there is an insecurity of the job, and that results in frequent turnover of employees, which is bad for an organization. And such decision must be taken when they are almost unavoidable. So companies should focus on creating a job security feeling among the employees. It is not only concerned with the employee turnover, but it is also concerned with the frequent transfer or job rotation. Because if it is done, then it becomes very difficult for an employee or a person to learn and get settled on a new job when the transfer or the job rotation takes place. So if it can be avoided, then the management should go for that. So basically, the positive effect of stability of tenure of personnel will be improve efficiency level of employees, and there will be no wastage of time and resources. In the same way, there will be a wastage of time and resources and frustration and dissatisfaction among employees if there is a feeling of insecurity for the job. So this is what your stability of tenure of personnel means. Now let us see the next one. The next one is principle of esprit de corps. It means union is strength. We have seen earlier also that management can be performed, and management is a group activity, not an individual activity. The same that principle says. Fayol emphasized on teamwork and suggested that every employee in an organization must consider himself as a part of the organization or member of the team, try to achieve the goal, as team contribution is always better than individual contribution. So basically this principle focuses on the focuses on the team goal, teamwork, not with the individual contribution. For example, if the production manager assigned a target of manufacturing 100 units to a group of 10 members, then members divide that target among themselves to produce 10 units each. So principle of spirit says that, the principle of team spirit says that each member of the group should not concentrate only on his work of achieving his individual target of 10 units, but they must concentrate on achieving good target of 100 units. So if 2 workers of that group fall sick, then the other 8 members must divide their individual target among themselves and try to achieve the target of the group. So basically it says that the teamwork should be focused on, not the individual contribution. Everyone should work as a team to achieve the target of the group rather than focusing on an individual contribution. So this is what your principle of esprit de corps says. So these were your rest of the 7 principles of management given by the Fayol. If you have liked this video, please share and subscribe to my channel Syncro. Thank you.